With the death of Bastian Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case has taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. Where could he be? Who knows? Alright. Look good. I'm glad we've got all of this under control. I think I just called the president a pussy. I mean, okay, Knightley has a point. Nobody's gonna believe you, Shelley. I will say, Edgeworth looks like a fucking child. Look at his little face, it's so weird. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. The attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. I could use more than help. Well, not that I need it, but yes. Cool. Oh, that's what I thought. Alright, okay, let's go. Oh really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? No. I love this child. You weird fucking brat. I thought not. Will you now? It's less that Kay's going to help us and more that her robot's going to help us. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup. We'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Welcome to the presidential plane. What the why are there masks over here? 2 gas masks in case of a poison gas mask. Gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. I want to sleep. I would like to go back to bed. Oh, from a fellow thief, I presume. Jammin' Ninja? Yeah, okay. Shut up about your stupid show. Edgeworth doesn't want to hear about it. Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick birds. And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two. Yeah, Edgeworth only cares about, Steel Samurai. How's it going? How's it going, Tabby? You didn't do it? You're a reporter? You sure are. But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sights? Well, it certainly seems fishy. Is that really all it was? I'd like to tell you everything would be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it one way or another. You cheered right the fuck up, didn't you? How many times must I tell you, I am not your chief? Everybody wants to be best buds with Edgeworth as soon as they meet him. So weird. That's not what I meant. Oh, I can't present people. Okay. Someone has left an inflatable boat at an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time. There's only one oar. She has a point. You can still row with one oar, you know. Yeah, you just have to go one side than the other. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Here, what is this, please? A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me. There is a lever on its butt. Do so and you will regret it. Alright. You know I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer. Documents of some kind. Another security plan. Nicely. Something feels off. It's our switched, I believe. What did it mean? This place. The two plans are different. Is the security detail reorganized at some point? Why the urgency? Look at his little face. Bleh. Oh, so it was Rook who broke Shelly's arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too. Broke it and shot him. You, what? I love Shelly's theme. It's not as good as Fragrance of Black Coffee, but it's good. Sure is. Shut up, kid. Oh, now I get it. Man, Whenever somebody says, "Oh yeah, my Discord's really slow," it's never slow. Your neck has barely begun to heal. You've already forgotten who I am. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. Ah. Yeah, he fucked you up real good. How are you now? So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard. While you were serving on the team, you learned the names of all operatives, and he just infiltrated the group. Of course he did. But his in particular stayed with me. Oh. Did you have a crush? I forgot that the killer just infiltrated the group. Or maybe the translation didn't make that clear. The old translation, but... The president didn't want anybody on the stage he didn't trust. You and Rook, huh? That was a lot. It sure does have a bullet lodged in it. I actually have one of those that's red. Hi Distal, thanks for the lurk. Seems like a thoughtful guy. Hello, how are you? Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. 20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Anything else clickable? Doesn't look like it. Quiet shield, and next to it a canary in a cage. Partner in crime. I don't know how you expect a canary to do that. Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? Oh, he's got a little lapel pin too. Okay, what's this? A bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some in case photographed too. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. Puppy dog. You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, okay? I see. Take it Snatch is your new favorite. Edgeworth! She's not in college yet. I have weird college experimental things going on. Leave her alone. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. All there, no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zengfa too? The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. So somebody was avoiding his, yeah, his bulletproof vest. Somebody who knew where it was. It was hit in an area that his bulletproof vest didn't cover. It was on purpose or something. Good job, Kay. The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to staunch it, but to no avail. Doesn't look like attempts were made to stop it. Sadly, it was too little too late. The victim, Mr. Bastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zongfa. Yep. Which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath. Posthumously. Okay, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with a foot in your mouth. I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. It's a trapdoor connected to the lever that I'm like curious figure. Don't even think about it. Might I suggest you keep your monologues internal? Alright, that looks like it's all for here. See if we can logic our way into something useful. Two bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon, the other took Mr. Rook's life. How indeed, the numbers don't add up. However, there's one possible explanation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. This has been disproven, by the way. As cool as rifling marks are, they're not real. They're not real science. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a soul. She was all set for analyzing. Okay. I don't know if these connect, we'll find out. Oh, they do. The 2 guns are exactly the same. Meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Sangfa. Yes. No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Okay, don't steal guns off of active crime scenes. That's how you get thrown in jail. Yes, it is something of a shame. I only mean to point out if the guns were rare, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. You could say that. He certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. I don't think that it. It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the place. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, well, here's us. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. Oh, I'm afraid I can't tell myself. Okay. If you've quite finished. Teenagers. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and part of the plane's exterior. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, okay, Shelley. Yeah, You're awfully braggadocious for a guy who's supposed to be invisible. Reminds me of Terrence. No understudies. Shame indeed. Shame? In what way exactly? Oop, we did this one. It's broken? We're not going to talk about that? Alright. What on earth is this? But if that's the case, why has it been? It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? Well, something seems strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There's almost certainly another monitor here. No, not yet. Grr. Grr. He's so mad he's gonna grr. Well then. If nothing else, we now know what kind of man you really are. Mr. President! Come on, detective, where the blazes are you? The lights, what's happening? You won't get away with this, the killer. You've seen enough and now you know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Ugh. Very dramatic, Shelly. I still think you have a fucking stupid name. Take your girly ass name and get the fuck off this plane. Where's... Edgeworth? Detective Gumshoe. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Look at that ace. I must have been knocked unconscious. I hope so. No, my pride is quite bruised. Never mind me, he didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? He just knocked you out? That's fine. I'm sure you don't have a resounding headache. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Thank you. The bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. There sure is. It was right here. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Oh, that's probably for the best. Oh, no, you can. Okay. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. What about a cordon around the park? I'd called everybody back to take out the plane, including the guys stationed across the water. No, he's completely slipped through our fingers. Yeah, that's, not great. What do you want? Mr. Knight, you're alive. What did you find? A calling card marked with a seashell. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victim. It would seem. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. And now I know the truth. The truth about what? What's going? Now? Wang indeed. Oh god. You would definitely seem. And you are, it's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Ancient way. Just makes me think of a hot dog. It's fine. It's fine. Yuan Wang, I don't know if that's actually what his fucking name is supposed to be. I doubt it. Your efforts on behalf of Zhangfa have not gone unnoticed. We did. That was last game. That I'm not playing on the channel currently. Because this is the new one. I want to be this one. You must be referring to the Yatakarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed. But this is as far as my investigation goes. Wait, all I do is investigate and prosecute. And we don't even get to prosecute in this game. We just get to do investigations. That's all we get to do. What do you mean? I need to know why his name is Tishan Wang. I thought you were afraid of your own police force. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case. Okay, so his name is just like literally translated. It's not a pun. We are losing. So he's the king piece in like the Japanese version of his name. His name is King. So he's got his rook, his knight, and he's the king being protected. But because it's just literally like it's just the English spelling of his name, his Chinese name. We lose that pun. Detective. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhangfa's jurisdiction. I don't like you, Knightley. Good hairstyle, though. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? We've been yeeted from the plane. Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. You still call him Knightley. Whoops. Why? Why let us come so far, only to pull the case out from under us? Okay, fucking see you later. Bye. Oh, right, I forgot we were supposed to help a girl. The effrontery, the villainy. Very dramatic, man. Hi, Zell, welcome in. Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Tabby's having a bad day. She's been accused of murder. That's this young lady here. She's supposed to be a journalist. She's not very good at that either. How are you, Zell? "1,000 times no" is gonna be his catchphrase, is it? He's hiding something, I'm certain of it. Yeah, look at him jabber on. Edgeworth's just glaring at him. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. What is it, Gumshoe? Think, Miles, remember. How many times have you faced a situation like this in the courtroom? Lots of extra crap coming for my day job, of course, right after I start my night job. Oh no. What's going on in your day job that's causing you havoc? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laying at your feet? No. Yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. Regulation changes, for one, gonna add extra different stuff to my workload. Your greatest weapon of all, your words. The tongue is mightier than the sword, I suppose. There's a check stolen and redone that has it looking like my easiest and fastest task will get longer. Oh no. Now let us analyze the state of play. He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. Find all of this out right after I agree to take on another non-related task. Oh, fuck. You're gonna have to actually work at your work, I suppose. I'm okay. I think I might have an ear infection. I can't hear anything. My ears are ringing. It's fucking horrific. I'm not having a good time. But other than that, I'm okay. I have my D&D show tomorrow on Tavern of Worlds, and I'm excited for that. We have roommate's sister's puppy dog that we are taking care of, so that's pretty fun because I get to pet the dog. She's little tiny babies. There are pictures of her up on the Discord. Her name is Ruger. She's adorable. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. This is actually the game part of the Now I Drive, I guess. Have a good day, stream. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Zell. Hopefully you can streamline your new workload and it won't be such a pain in the ass. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be find out why he is insisting on Zhang Fa taking over the case. I was trying to come in earlier but was finishing something. I understand. You have work at work. It's perfectly acceptable. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. So who will take over the case? We're just gonna chill. Are you done? Are you done being a little pussy? I am the leader of Sang 5. No time for your insolent back chat. I'm simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. I'm just gonna make him sound like a whiny bitch. Whenever you're done, so. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It might be a useful clue. Why am I off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own and they are none of your concern. Perhaps it is time to employ my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. You smarmy smart aleck. As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. And from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritorial extraterritoriality apply here, inside here, is that correct? Why are you all sweaty? Enough, cease your objectionable whining. Yes, it is different. The names are different. I can't, like, point out every single difference, but I'm doing my best to point them out. Welcome in, by the way, CB. And then they've got the new art. I'm using the new art instead of the old pixel art. It's very funny how young Edgeworth looks in the long shots when the sprites are walking around, but other than that, these sprites are pretty close to the original, the talk sprites. Nothing's getting too hot for you. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. Wang's name is the same, which is hilarious. I do think I'm clever, thank you. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It is true, extraterritoriality applies. Your lies mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that this plane is sovereign territory, shall we? The next move will surely decide the victor. Edgeworth, you're very excited about brain checks. You may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? I do believe that it used to say extraterritorial rights apply here in the fan translation, but they decided that if I'm going to read this out loud, they're going to make it harder for me. Do you even understand what you're asking? Of course, if I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame calling into question the good word of one such as myself? Yeah, you can chill the fuck out. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who's being wrongfully accused of this crime. My chivalry is admirable. It will change everything. Shut the fuck up. I've got this. Surely you see that you've overplayed your hand. I don't need to obey you. I'm not your little puppy. Are you done? On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do. You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, we have to do this again. It's this one. Nope. Alright. That was wrong. Okay. He was making a different expression, I thought. Okay, it's fine. We just have to wait this motherfucker out repeatedly. Who else could have fired from the outside of the plane? There's no other viable suspect. Fascinating. Who's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane? This could be a vital clue. Yes. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd. Okay, we read this. Yeah, I know, I'm adorable. Can you... Time to deploy my clue. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. How could you have lost? Because you're a big dumb idiot. The president! Checkmate. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. Grr, arg. Confer your approval. Oh god, he's just gonna go on and on. He sure is a politician, huh? Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence. Give me my shit back. I need it for evidence reasons. We sure did, and now the investigation can continue. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. One more favor, if you would be so kind. Punch Knightley in the face. Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Yes, those are the words I said with my mouth. All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigation stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reason for doing so. Okay, Japan. Yeah, that's crazy. What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? Thank you for your cooperation. A blemished balloon of red exploded nearby. I thought he flipped you off for a second. No, he just holds his finger up constantly. I don't. He's the president of of the other country, and he's real annoying. And then the second shot, the bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. Time to get to the bottom of this, for once and for all. Rebut. The stage, of course.